What's up, Pisces? Welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your reading for January 2026. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus signs to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Pisces, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It's greatly appreciated. King of Cups, Page of Wands flew out. Could be issues in communicating or not saying something you want to say. For some of you, seeking out new adventure, maybe travels. We'll see. Magician. Ten of Swords is your current energy. Lovers is the challenge. Nine of Pentacles is the foundation. I almost feel like this is going to be a repeat of the reading that I just did for Aquarius. Judgment in the past. Ten of Cups on your mind. King of Wands is the outcome. All right, let's start off with the Judgment card. Why is that there? Something isn't growing, or you're not growing somewhere. Something has like kind of the feeling, hey, Britt. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't even see that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know if you left during the Aquarius reading, but I noticed afterwards because I was like, in my zone doing my spiel. All right, so Judgment. I'm telling you, the same cards that came out for Aquarius are coming out now. And now look, the Devil, the Hermit, the Hanged Man. Wow, major arcanas. And the High Priestess. In the past, this was extremely significant for you, Pisces, or Crosswatcher. I feel like there was some sort of sacrificing. Not like that, but I mean like sacrificing your own desires, maybe your identity for some. Wow, this seems so significant. Because I get like a sense of, in the past, this Judgment card is about a resurrection. Second chances, new opportunities, a new life, like rising from the dead type of thing. And that's what it looks like. Because this Devil card with the Hermit and the Hanged Man, This is like a switch. I don't know if the word is seeing things from a different perspective. Let's keep going. Why is the Ten of Swords the current energy for you? Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, Six of Wands. All right, fire energy here. Four of Pentacles. For some of you, you keep fighting with something that just, the door is closed or something is done. For some of you, it's fighting to overcome something. I just feel there's a lot of doing and doing. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Five of Wands, Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. There is work that needs to be done on other things that do make you feel secure. For some of you, you're fighting, or there's drama somewhere, conflict, but it's like, no, but I still want to keep putting my time and energy into this. But Ten of Swords. Is there like a realization? Give me a second. Why is the Lovers the challenge? Moon, Ace of Swords, Four of Cups. Again, that Four of Cups was in the challenge position for Aquarius. You might have Aquarius in your chart. You're dealing with one. Again, it does not have to be. It doesn't matter. Something is very clear. Something was made very clear. And with this Four of Cups, I just get the sense of like, no, but I want to be here. Or no, I really love this person. Or and maybe all of that, okay, this situation or this person or whatever, for the time being, needed to get you to be here. Maybe those struggles or those good times or what worked out and what didn't, all was bringing you to whatever this is, this Ten of Swords here. Probably to help you set up some sort of boundaries. Maybe to realize that, you know what, you are this wounded warrior and you do keep going. You can persevere and win. Six of Wands. For some of you, you think you're not going to overcome some sort of suffering, pain, something of the past perhaps, and you will. Hey, Kevin. Why is the Ten of Cups on your mind? Three of Cups, Temperance, Eight of Cups. Bro, I shuffled these cards. Five of Swords. Are you waiting on something? Because you have the Eight of Cups here. Are you waiting on somebody to walk away? You to walk away? Or is there like a need for somebody to detach from something? What is going on? Why is this King of Wands here? I feel like somebody is just watching and waiting to see, is this going to change or is this going to end? Well, I'm doing for the sign of Pisces, Kevin, but overall from the astrology that I've heard, yes, it's a good year for work, money. Now, just because it's a good year for that doesn't mean, that the money is just going to show up at your door. It means that the energy is there to have more success with work and money. If you put in the energy, in the effort, if you listen to your intuition, the subtle nudges that tells you, oh, you should go in this direction. Yeah, try this. And you actually follow through. Then yes, you will succeed. And there isn't like a holding back or that things are going to be more difficult. Like you can attain it, but it'll be more difficult to do. No, there's a little more of a free flowing energy for that. Seven of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like somebody is playing with a sense. I feel like somebody is playing with your sense of security. If you are doing something that has to do with a project you want to start, a hobby, an idea, something that you might feel passionate about, something that may even make you money, you might have to keep it to yourself for a little bit. Unless you're telling somebody whom you really trust. Why is the Magician here? Eight of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Knight of Cups. I feel like some of you have to write something down. I don't know if like it's a to-do list or maybe it's something to keep you on track or to watch your progress or something that holds you accountable to do what it is you're trying to work on. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Somebody might come around to ask for forgiveness. There's something here about using your intuition, and I think it's going to be a little bit clearer for you. Either not, to be careful who you trust, to be careful to be careful. I don't know what that means. I don't know if not everyone has great intentions, and I mean, like, that's obvious. For some of you, you might be stopping yourself with your own doubts. You might be self-sabotaging. Growth, hope. Yeah. There's something here about something that's going to be abundant, fruitful, that's actually going to grow for you. It's going to turn out really well. Just be careful not to doubt yourself. Anything else? Because I feel like this just veered off to something else. King of Swords, Two of Wands. Ten of Wands. Something has to be like decisive. It almost feels like, okay, now is the moment of truth. What are you going to decide? What are you going to choose, kind of thing? And something has to be left behind. I can't stress it enough. Something needs to be left behind. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It does seem like it's something that might require effort or is a bit challenging. Eight of Wands. I'm not surprised that showed up. Page of Wands, King of Cups. To make something right, to make something balanced, Justice card at the bottom of the deck, to move something forward, you're going to have to listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Now, I'm not saying before you tell someone goodbye. I do feel a sense, I'm not exactly sure what it is, that something has, for this sense of security, okay, to gain control of something that is healthy, balanced, whatever, there is something that somebody needs to walk away from. And I'm trying to figure out what it is. I don't know if it's a loop of something. I don't know. Two of Cups. This literally just opened up like this. Two of Cups, Three of Wands. Emperor, High Priestess, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. There's something here about, is something worth it? Is something worth it? I don't know what this is about. You know, because it's your reading. So something has to resonate. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. I almost feel like, yeah, this has to, for some of you, this could have to do with a family situation, Ten of Pentacles, or something that's long-term, something that has longevity. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, home, commitment, a foundation, and then Queen of Wands, attractiveness, confidence. Could be fire sign energy, nonetheless. But then there's the Nine of Swords, worry, stress. Knight of Swords. Taking action, it's a little, like it's impulsive, a little reckless, it's quick. And then Ace of Pentacles. What is this Ace of Pentacles? Two of Cups, Death, Strength card, Scorpio, Leo energy. Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Emperor. If you're in a situation where you feel like the situation is controlling you or the person is controlling you, right? And controlling you is not just like the obvious, but if your emotions are so influenced by something, that means it's technically controlling you. The lesson when something is like that is, how do you control yourself? How do you control your own emotions? How do you feel grounded? How do you become this leader here with this Emperor card for yourself? For some of you, there is maybe a partnership of some sort that ends or changes, and you're waiting for change. And I feel like for some of you, there is a message that might be coming in. For some of you, it could be an apology. It could be good news. Let's take out an oracle card just to see. What is it? Okay. What is the advice for Pisces? Gossip. Gossip. I never met a person I didn't like. There's something here, before I even read what this card is, this card of gossip is, there's always going to be somebody who has the opposite opinion or the opposite approach, or who wants to put in their 2 cents, right? And in this card, this woman here, you have these 2 ladies and they look at her like, oh my gosh, you're so weird and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, when the woman passes and they go to her house, they realize that, wow, you know what? She actually really cared about this town. She really cared about us, and we just thought that she was weird. But you know what? Now it's too late. Now the lady is gone. You can't show your appreciation. So either you're feeling this way and you're needing to move on and not like force people to see and appreciate and value you, or somebody is going to lose something and realize afterwards like, oh. All right, so this card represents the truly open heart with no personal agenda other than love. But it could also indicate the opposite, rebellion and denying your true gifts. An ability to follow your heart can appear to others as careless or strange. Yet in truth, everyone wishes they have a loving openness of chartreuse. You know, it's kind of like when you see, this is, I almost get like Sag vibes. It's like when you do something and somebody's like, oh my gosh, don't do that. That seems a little reckless or whatever. But if you never do it, you're never going to, like, what if you win kind of thing. And whether this is somebody saying this to you or you to yourself, there's that, like, you're never gonna know. And also this idea of, like, people are gonna be people and we can't really control. The only thing that we can do is step away from their own karma. You know, it's kind of like, why don't you see the value in me? If you saw the value in me, we can work together and this company would be great. Or our relationship would be amazing. What if that person has the karmic lesson of truly feeling love, and then because they do not take responsibility, accountability, or change certain things about them to actually be able to hold on to this energy of success, love, blah, blah, blah. What if their karma is to actually not attain that and then feel a sense of like, wow, I messed up. And because they feel like that deep missed opportunity, regret, whatever it is, then they actually change their life. And that's a lot of the times when we deal with situations that we suffer with, sometimes that pain is stronger than us feeling happy for us to make a change. Does that make sense? I'm going to give a very simple example. Oh? All right. Well, I guess I can't remove that. Whatever. Anyway, simple example. If you know that, I'm going to give the same example that I gave for Aquarius. Eating dairy. If eating dairy hurts your stomach, then you eliminate it and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm actually feeling so much better. I feel good. I feel healthy. I can move on, whatever. Great. That's the feeling of happiness. But then you're like, you know what? I would like to eat some ice cream. No, I shouldn't. You know what? I'm going to. You eat the ice cream, then your stomach hurts. You're sitting on the toilet for a while. You start regretting it. Man, I shouldn't have done it. You're kind of like beating yourself up. I'm not going to do it again. So when we get to the point of feeling shitty about something, it kind of helps us to convince ourselves not to do it again, correct? Because if in that happier state, it's like, oh man, I feel really good. I feel really happy. I'm not going to choose that. Because that's going to hurt my stomach and I don't want to suffer. And I like feeling happy. I like feeling healthy. So I'm not going to do it. Right? If that feeling was stronger, then it would tell you, I'm not going to do that. Now you could apply this to whatever. Let's continue reading this card. Charmaine is eccentric and kind. From her chartreuse greenhouse to her fascination with scarves, she is the topic of town gossip. After her death, the local people discover her incredibly detailed paintings of their town and realize she was an extraordinary artist who painted their lives with love. They feel sadness for never having really known her. Charmaine Chartreuse suggests that appreciating differences is key. This card is warning that you may lose a valued relationship if you do not appreciate what you have. Charmaine is about prejudice and misunderstanding. What am I resisting? If this is not you, this could be somebody else. I don't know. Pride could be an issue here. There could be a solid commitment, like this Hierophant card showed up. And with the Emperor, to me, this signifies something that's structured, that has, you know, a set of rules kind of thing. Because if things aren't delegated and there aren't certain rules or unspoken rules, things become a little on the chaotic side. Things don't function properly, right? Hierophant also represents contracts. With a contract, right, you sign it because these are rules that you're going to abide by. So I don't know if it's a set of rules for yourself. New Rules by Dua Lipa. I don't know if you know that song. You're going to have to follow through with it. That example that I just gave about dairy. If you know that you need to eliminate dairy, you got to follow through. If you know you want something, you have to follow through with something. And in regards to this Gossip card, there's also a need to look at things differently, that it's not necessarily, oh, these people are trying to screw me over, or this person or whatever. This is happening to help you to get towards the thing that you're currently manifesting or that you've been manifesting. If we were to look outside, right, we remove ourselves from feeling certain negative emotions. Like we look at something neutrally. You're like, oh, well, this is like this and this is like that. If I wasn't, I'm just going to talk forever. Anyway, Pisces, I hope you understand what I'm saying. If this resonated, I feel like there's something else that I'm missing here. But nonetheless, I'm not going to take here forever. Do check out your sun, your moon, your rising signs, etc. So things become a little bit clearer. You know, you can patch the pieces, the messages together for yourself. So if it resonated, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.